to? You remember the Motown dance groups?
Yeah.
This is Abilene State Park. This is Abilene Lake, and we're getting ready to march 20 miles through freezing temperatures, not really freezing, all the way back up into those hills back there.
Hey, we all have different walking sticks. Look at them.
Who's got the prettiest stick?
I got the biggest one.
Biggest doesn't always best. It's how you use your stick.
Oh.
All right, mine's crooked.
Damn.
Let's go.
Let's
All
go.
right, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Look at this. We're on the country roads at last. What do we have? About 5 more hours?
At least 5.
So who's here so far? Who's this right here? You are?
I'm Darby.
Darby? And who are you?
I'm Gadget.
Gadget. I think your name's Randy also.
Probably is.
Oh, I was saying Gidget. I'm sorry, honey.
Gadget.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. And you are?
According to Randy, I'm a fat boy. So.
No, I thought your name was Sid.
Yeah.
Randy did call Sid fat, though.
I apologized before I said anything.
Okay.
So it was okay.
I've been heard about it all day, though.
And
Bob.
Bob. Now you're Bob Outdoors.
Bob Outdoors.
Some people think Bob 808.
Yeah.
Boy, has he been in the sun. And who is this? Ken.
It bothers me you had to think about it.
Hi, Richard.
Hello, Ken.
Hey, good to see
Hey,
you.
Richard.
Bob.
Bob.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Yeah, I've been on the road for hours.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a ways out, ways up here.
Yes.
Where are you coming from?
Well, I had to change direction, but I had to go to Texoma and then come back down here. Now I've got to go back to Texoma in like 2 days, so 2 or 3 days. So.
Look at my new cot tent. Yeah. This is really neat. It ventilates, although to give it a little bit more ventilation, I put these walking poles, trekking poles out here. This inside is like this,
Okay.
and then this opens up,
Okay, so you're using a wool blanket between you and me. Okay.
and I got a pad.
But you don't put anything underneath,
I
huh?
have a pad here, a
Oh,
wool
okay.
blanket.
Oh, okay.
I actually have 2 pads.
That's the
2
thing that's
pads.
going to save you.
There is no bars under here, so that this
Right.
is soft.
Oh, that's-
We have 2 wool pads reflecting,
That's a smart move for you, buddy.
and then this one's big enough I can sit up inside,
yeah.
and there's enough headroom to put a light in there. It's bigger than my regular camping
Right.
tent, and it is comfortable.
That's almost exactly the way I set up my hammock. I don't see how these guys sling them real high.
Yeah,
I don't sling them like that.
yeah.
I never do that.
I
Mine will
like
be as low as your.
I like if I do have a hammock, it's close to the ground.
Yep.
I don't like to sway too much.
No.
This has the advantages of a hammock and the advantages of a tent.
No, that's
and,
great.
And this is for car camping.
And how wide is this? Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, this is
I
oversized.
hadn't noticed how wide it was. That's great.
And look at this here. It's ventilated. Look. Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I can
You can
close
climb,
that to the
well,
mouth.
you can climb in there
I
too.
can climb in this end, but you notice I pad that up and then it's ventilated around it.
Right.
So this works really very well.
You've done good. You've done good. Yes.
And I could get in this
Oh, I
side if I
see.
wanted to also.
I see how it's done. Yeah. It's called a
simple.
camp ride, huh?
Yeah, they have several versions of this.
Uh-huh.
This is the oversized one. The regular size is too low, and so I like it. I like the oversized. Now,
You're always smart for going oversized a little
now
bit.
Billy Joe got the double one, which are two of these.
Yeah.
The problem with them is there's not enough headroom, and he and his wife sleep in it. There's not enough headroom, and because there are two people in there, it isn't ventilated as well.
If it's too wide, double wide, wouldn't there be a rod? No.
Yeah, there's no rod in it, and it's straight flat top. And I suspect that when it rains, there'll be some issues.
I get you.
But this one appears to work very well.
Wow.
And this cover just goes right down like this.
Well, that's very nice. You done good.
See?
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, you can always lengthen your walking sticks up, and
I can lengthen them. I can also take them off
yeah,
and just close it down.
that's nice.
And of course this,
I remember it.
you remember that.
Oh yeah,
And that's my lantern.
yeah, yeah. I remember that. I remember when you got it. Good for you. Well, that's very nice. I like that. Yes.
So we'll see. I'm not making any recommendations on this yet because this is only my second time to sleep in it.
Well, it's going to get down to about, I would imagine, around 37, 38.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I haven't decided what
I'm sure glad I have this light. This is the neatest light ever. Anyway, I'm going to put the flame out. Well, we'll see how warm it is in here. I bet it's going to be toasty warm. It's all comfy in here. I think there's plenty of ventilation. I'll let you guys know in the morning. Anyway, sweet dreams. Hey, good morning, guys. I'm beginning to hear people get up. It's about 6:30 and the sun will be getting up pretty soon. The sun will be rising. Man, I slept so well. It's toasty warm in here. This is a really great cot tent. You know, there's a lot of headroom. I could have my light up here. I can sit up in it easily. There was no condensation. And, you know, I didn't have to get up at night because I could just open the back door here and do my business. I'm in a tent above the ground, and so that's really easy. And then I've got the other door here. Again, no condensation at all. I use this little wool scarf to keep me warm over my face. And inside here, you can see I have my Soul Escape bivvy that's breathable with a reflective inside. I'm sleeping on top of a wool blanket that I have 2 mattress pads on. You know, the self-inflating pads, and so they work very well. And just open the door, and there's the outside. It's not quite light yet, but everybody's stirring, so I'm going to get up. So how'd you sleep, Bob?
Pretty good.
Did you get cold at all?
Not really.
you know, I have my clothing, my Under Armour, and I have a top called Hot Chilies. So I had to end up taking clothes off because I was getting overheated in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Was the ground soft enough?
Ground was soft, exactly. And one thing I need to do is turn my tent around so it's going this way because I was leaning like that way. So
It wasn't level.
it wasn't level. So I'll do that later today.
My camp tent worked out great.
Wow. Warm?
Warm, comfortable. The best part was the back door. I just leaned out and did my business, and then and there was no condensation. I was really amazed.
Was it cold in there?
No,
cold?
In fact, it's still warm.
Oh.
Now, Darby didn't have as much success on his. Hey, Randy, what's this?
This is marshmallow.
Marshmallow. Oh, you're soft.
She's a nice bear. Kept me toasty last night.
I bet she did.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
So how'd you sleep?
Very, very comfortable. In fact, I was almost too warm. I had that Eno full quilt under me, and then the Jacks Are Better under that, and I was almost too warm. But later in the evening, slept really good. Only got up once, had a really good night's sleep. Very toasty.
Awesome.
Yep. With my Kelty 20-degree down sleeping bag, uses a top quilt. Very good. Had a great time.
Excellent.
Great sleep. Yep.
Well, Sid, how did you sleep?
Oh, I slept okay.
You slept okay.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like we all must be cold. We're all wrapped up.
Well, it is minus 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, minus 86, yeah. Okay, this is your sleeping system?
Yep.
Okay. So you have a tarp over it.
Right, and a V pattern. And then I have Snuggie jungle pack with the bug net, but because it's cold, the bug net's on the bottom. And then Thermarest inflatable pad, Thermarest pillow, a wool blanket over the top of that, and then the top quilt that I made.
This is the top
sleeping
quilt.
bag.
Okay.
I don't know. It didn't. My feet got cold, and then later on, my arms and stuff got cold because I'm wider than this. So this pushes up against, and then the cold air hits it.
And so you were cold because of the wide
Where
side.
this was at, and the wool blanket was at, I was fine. It was where my shoulders and stuff were touching the side. So I got out of bed at about midnight, took it all apart. Because I originally had this doubled up under me. And then I laid it out this way so that it hung over the edges. Got back in it so that this was between me and the outside. And I put on this jacket, which is, it looks thicker than it is. This is not a Cowherd, this is a real thin jacket. But I had a fleece on. I took it off because this liner gave me the barrier between here. And then I went back to sleep and slept until we got up this morning. But it's going to need some work. This is the first time I tried it in cold weather. So I'm going to switch over tonight and put up a Euro tent and try the sleep system on the ground to see if it was the hammock or the sleep system itself. So the only way to test it is to keep trying it different ways and see what I got to fix on it.
I have a Warbonnet Superfly for the tarp. And underneath, come on around. Last night, I have an Eno full-length underquilt, which I put on there.
Okay, so that's down here.
That's this.
This is the underquilt.
Right. And then I have a Jacks Are Better underquilt on top of that underquilt.
It was two underquilts. You should have been warm.
Right. I was almost too warm last night. And then for my foot area, I have a Reflectix piece.
Where'd you get the Reflectix?
You can get that at Lowe's Hardware.
Okay.
It comes in 10-foot rolls.
I'm going to get one of those. I like that idea.
And the reason that I put that there is because before I put the Eno full-length underquilt on there, The jacks are better as what they call a 3/4 length,
Uh-huh.
and that keeps your core body temperature warm, but this is for your feet. Because usually this is not going to be there, it's just open. So this keeps your feet warm.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the inside I have my Kelty 20-degree lignite down sleeping bag that I use for a top quilt.
Mm-hmm.
I have a, I don't know who, I think it's a Thermarest down pillow. And the cot itself is a Buyer of Maine mosquito hammock.
Okay, so it's a mosquito hammock. That's the same type of hammock that I have.
Yeah, it's
That's a basic
an
hammock.
inexpensive hammock, and it works very well. So I'm going to upgrade to some more expensive hammocks later, but right now this is doing a really fine job.
Excellent. Okay, so Sid, this is your sleep system. Tell me about it.
It's a tin I borrowed from Darby over there. I have a sleeping bag with 2 Indian blankets inside.
Well, let's see inside.
Inside, right over here. Plus a sleeping pad. It's messy because I've been sleeping in it.
Well, that's where they're supposed to be. Okay, so you've got a sleeping pad.
Yeah, 2 pillows, a sleeping bag, and 2 Indian blankets.
Did it keep you warm enough?
It did, except for my feet. My feet got cold. This morning at probably about 3:30, my feet got cold.
Yeah.
Other than that, no condensate. But my pole came on and blew something about 3 o'clock this morning, and
yeah.
I had this pole fall down.
Oh, that's the reason why this is a little loose here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no condensation. It kept you warm enough.
Yeah. If I was going to do anything different, I'd have heavier steaks.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only problem I had last night. I didn't use heavy steaks on this ground with gravel inside.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, she slept good. Not really a winter tent, but
Well,
put those blankets at the end, keep that vent out. Slept good.
Bob. Excellent.
Well, what do you want to know about it? I mean,
It's a Kelty tent,
it's a
2-man.
Kelty tent, 2-man. It has 2 vestibules. It's freestanding.
There's a little window you can see out.
Yeah, a little window on each side.
It looks
So,
looks like it's well ventilated. There's a ventilation up there.
ventilated. Little vents that they unzipper for ventilation. Probably easier to open from the inside. When you these little vents come out for ventilation. Kind of hard to do that.
Well, let's see inside it. Okay, so you've got your sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag.
Now you have a reflective surface on the bottom, so
Yes.
that it reflects the heat.
Right.
You've got a pad
Pad.
and your sleeping bag
This is a liner.
with a liner. Yeah.
This was what kept me warm last night. It really holds in the heat. I almost got too hot from this. I was really surprised my first time using this.
Looks comfy.
It's comfy.
Now this Kelty's a backpacking tent.
Backpacking, 2-man.
2-man backpacking tent. I really like the vegetables on it.
There you go. And when you lean back, this is ergonomically, it's designed to give you the most comfortable position you can think of. And I keep a moving blanket on it because if I'm sleeping on it, then I don't want to feel the air coming through from the bottom, of course. But it's just a chair, but very comfortable. And you can sit in that thing all day. And this is my traveling van. It's a Mercedes. It's a Dodge by paperwork, but Mercedes owned Dodge for quite a few years. This is a 2008. But
where the
Now,
sides-
Darby's explaining
where the
that he didn't
sides
really
came up,
sleep well last
no,
night.
Mine's down. Mine's on top of the truck now. I've already
So
taken it down.
you've got it down, and so right now, Darby, you're using this wonderful sleeping system. This is a Texport tent,
Yeah.
and with this Texport, I've used this Texport before. Now you've got it set up a little differently than I have. You have the two ends tied to trees, and so it's nice and taut, and you can get into it without any pole on this side. So this is a pretty good little tent.
Get rid of that pole. That pole's in the way.
No, they're a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look,
I know.
you don't
Well,
need a
that's
pole
perfect.
if you've got a tree.
Well, that's perfect.
Or a post?
Well, that's, yeah, the way they designed that, the pole is right in the middle
Yep.
of your entrance. You can't get in and out of the damn thing.
We're back on the road. This is a nice spot to rest out of the wind, isn't it? Makes a big difference. Your lunch is supposed to be down this way. Not the best ones.
It ain't cleared out to the trail out there. It just starts here.
The best trails are those that have been.
And see, look at this. They put up a retaining wall here sometime back over time to keep the creek from washing out the trail right here.
This is probably a. I bet there's some neat trails back
I bet
here.
this is an abandoned trail system that they took off. No matter what, it's a good place to have some lunch.
Yeah.
Okay. That's better.
What you having, in kippers?
Sardines and mustard sauce.
Yeah, you didn't ask the vegan what his favorite one.
What's your favorite junk food?
Snickers
take.
bar. Snickers bar.
Oh, mini Snickers bars.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're the best.
Oh my gosh.
Or a Milky Way. I'll do a Milky Way too. The little ones like they sell at Halloween.
Yeah.
So how much warmer do you think it is tonight?
It's got to be a good 15, 20
feels
degrees
warm.
warmer.
Feels good.
Like I said, last night at this exact time, we were all standing around that fire trying to get warm.
Yeah.
And we had on every jacket, and right now everybody's pretty casual. And
Feels better.
My little tent here looks good. See you guys in the morning. Good night. Light out. Sweet dreams. Good morning, guys. I'm hearing noises outside. I think it's morning. People are beginning to walk around. Let's see, I'll turn the light on. Oh, yeah.
Ken, I can tell you what the noises are.
The noises are. How'd you sleep, Darby?
Like a charm.
So did I. It was nice and warm.
Oh, it's beautiful. No, you get up, you're going to miss the sunrise. It's gorgeous.
Oh. Yeah, this is a nice morning. I gotta get up. Even the crows are up. They know it's warm, see? How'd you sleep?
Again, very toasty. I was quite warm. The double underquilt is probably a little overkill for this kind of weather. For really hardy souls, they could hack it, but us Texans that aren't used to chilly weather, it was a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have hot chocolate and coffee?
One of the two of the one.
Well, we mix them. And then we
Mix them
put
together.
marshmallows in them.
Yeah.
Now, that's not considered healthy, though, so maybe we shouldn't do that.
What, marshmallows?
Marshmallows. Yeah, the marshmallows aren't
That's the name of
healthy.
my bear.
Oh, how did your bear sleep last night?
He slept in the car, or she slept in the car.
Oh, she. Okay.
We're having a fight.
All right, everybody ready?
Ready.
Well, we're
Ken,
gonna
you're in
strike a silly ass pose. Doesn't matter what it is. Wait for the call to go by.
Good morning. Am I disturbing y'all?
Yes.
No.
Go ahead.
Come get in the picture.
You don't want me in that picture.
Okay.
All right.
So strike a stupid pose. Hold it for a second, and then we'll say goodbye, shake hands, and then just walk off camera.
You got it.
Got it?
Ready.
Okay. All right. 3, 2,
Why do you get to count? Count up, not down.
3, 2, 1.
There.
Yes. There. Yes.
Later, brother.
Bob.
Yeah.
Later.
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 Seeing you again.
See you guys after. See you guys on the next one.
I seen you. I seen you.
Later. Later.
Hey.
You take care, baby.
All right, we'll do.
We'll be talking.
Oh yeah, shake hands with Bear. Bear, hi Bear. Marshmallow.
There it is.
All right, you guys take care. It's happening again.
What?
Spring meetup.
Where?
Big South Fork.
Oh, not at Tennessee. See you there.
So did the whippoorwills keep you up last night,
Man.
Ken?
We had some right up there. And it was like all night long. And you know, during the full moon, when it was out, they were even worse.